Rayzox and Delta, who are making an amazing run. And here we go, getting into it. Game number 1, winners final.
Yeah, and I expect to see kind of Blaze and Acno obviously having so much tenure here and experience. They're probably going to take it slow in the beginning. No big crazy reads, just trying to feel out your opponent, especially a team like this that they've never played before. Really anybody's ever played before. They haven't teamed together before. We'll see how the feel out stage goes. But so far, blue team keeping up in the damage right now. Rayzox, big string on Blaze, getting the side air there, going for the nair to extend. Sweat beats come out though, putting yourself in a bad spot. Acno too aggressive on the wall and gets punished for it.
Nice follow-up there. He's going to pick up both red team members. Will lead to the KO onto Acno. Great opportunity here to take out Blaze as well because he is unarmed and high in the sky, but instead they decide to collapse onto Acno as he just respawned. Oh, scoops the wrong teammate.
Down like down air, maybe not wanting to go for side air, maybe too big of a hitbox there. Nair sends high, and that will find its KO. Acno now in a 2v1, getting hit with a side air, down like side air. Goes for the GC signatures. Rayzox gets flipped by a side air from Acno, and a ground pound from Blaze to close out that stock. That's a crazy way to punish that very aggressive option. We've seen a lot of Rayzox going for those sigs off stage to varying success there, not working out. Blaze getting the side air there. Rayzox off stage, trying to flip it with a down air there. GC end light to create some space, but now sweat beats come out. Blaze with an opportunity, doesn't capitalize on the juggle though. Able to happily make it back, but still.
Yep, signs of life here in the red team, but they're starting to fade as Acno, deep red, getting launched to the other side of the map, will sweat bead into the sunset. It's all up to Blaze right now while Acno respawns, does a good job moving away from the blue team. That nair kind of giving him some space.
Side air from Blaze, Rayzox forced in the corner. Acno fighting out of a corner of their own. The down air hits Rayzox towards the wall. Blaze getting a pop-up there with an air. Another nair onto his own teammate, and now the blue team scrambling for control, but so is the red team, who can't extend these juggles any further. But a GC side stick will find it. Big combo there, finds the KO off of the end light, and now the blue team down a stock here. It's not necessarily over. If you can take the stock over Acno, you can create this 2v1, and we've seen how volatile 2v1s can be. But right now, the red team not looking to let up. Blaze very healthy here in his second stock. Ooh, down like side air, though. That makes you very unhealthy very quickly.
Oh, man. Blaze trying to chase dodge forward, but a great response from Rayzox will knock Blaze down to his final stock alongside everyone else. Once again, very doable for the blue team.
And they both have a weapon. Acno recovering high, just trying to stall out some time. Finally gets a chase dodge toward a weapon spawn there. And like both of them stuck between, but another Rayzox miss signature. The down air comes in, but no follow-up afterwards, and Blaze fights back in center stage. Nair's coming out, recoveries from Blaze, stalling in the air, finally punishes Rayzox and lands with a down air, keeps Delta away from his teammate. A big ground pound attempt from Blaze gets Acno punished. Acno cannot make it back with a side air. A 2v1 now as Blaze has great control now, but Rayzox fights back with the spear, back in the game, downlight into side air, and this is looking all but over for Blaze.
That's an easy punish. Gravity cancel, goes for extra, and Delta to finish it off. That's going to be game 1, going the way of Rayzox and Delta.
I mean, a crazy way to start off the set. I feel like everyone had Blaze and Acno coming into the set, but Rayzox and Delta is showing we're nothing to sleep on here. We made it into winners finals for a reason, and now we're getting into game number 2. Blaze, Acno, they had a lot of good synergy between the two. Obviously, very tenured team, but the blue team definitely picked up from previously in the tournament where they were kind of dropping conversions or kind of dropping the game plan. Now they're fully into this game plan.
Yeah, they've been looking good. Here we go, game number 2. No changes across the board.
I don't expect to see any changes. I think Bryn Olgrim and the Kaya Teros is very, very tested for both of these teams. Probably not wanting to swap to anything major. As Blaze gets in off stage, can you make it back? No, you cannot. Precision from Rayzox makes Blaze lose the stock so early. Clean snipes on the bow, and now Delta forcing Acno off stage, gets the recovery to send downwards, and Acno can make it back either. Both of the blue team members putting on a clinic off stage. When's the last time you've seen a bow edgeguard that well? Rayzox playing on a different level right now.
Yeah, looking so good, and it's against Blaze and Acno, two, again, history players, but also Acno was dismantling people in the offstage earlier today, but now it's looking like he's the one who's falling apart. We'll get a nice down air into the side air, but full stocks behind basically for the red team.
So aggressive from Rayzox. Dash jump, a double jump, and then recovers to punish staying near the soft platform. There, the split is just too much for the blue team, though, as Rayzox holds on to the only first stock for the blue team. It gets lost there with the side air, and a very close game number 2 already as everyone is on their second stock.
A slight sigh of relief for the red team as they did manage to take off those first stocks, but starting to creep closer and closer to the red.
Nice recovery there. The side air sends away as well. Blaze gets sent up with that spear nair. GC and Sig to try to get a big KO there. Didn't find it. Blaze getting an appropriate punish, and now the red team with an opportunity, but Blaze gets disarmed. Acno on their last stock. You can be really taking this damage if you're the red team.
Okay, Acno, you're seeing him play a little bit safer, was hanging out on that wall, coming over, trying to give some protection to Blaze as Blaze does touch.
Barely. The down air didn't connect and intercept the recovery, which is something you want to see if you're Rayzox, and that side air is as well. That will find the KO and force red team onto their last stocks here. Okay, slide off signature off the soft platform. Nice punish from Blaze, even after getting the hit, realizing you still have time, even unarmed, to find that KO, and that soft platform signature, not enough to KO. Very close to, though.
It's feeling like Blaze is getting ready to do that 1v2. He's already starting to do it. Meanwhile, Acno's in the back. He knows he cannot fall here. Doesn't hit the side air to follow up off of Blaze. That could have taken out Delta and put everyone onto final stocks. Neutral light. Rayzox not able to interrupt.
Oh, it sends downward. So bad. So is the ground pound. The weapon toss from Acno. Can Rayzox makes it back? Another downer from Blaze. The Delta Nair comes in, and Rayzox able to make it back to the stage with double exclamation points. I can't believe you're able to live that. And Enlight sent both of the red team off stage to the right. Delta going off for the slide off stick of his own, gets punished with the unarmed Acno and Nair there.
All right, Blaze starting to chunk. Red team coming back into this. That neutral light could be bad. The down sig not going to hit. Acno, once again, weapon tosses to protect. Neutral light gets him back onto the stage.
Big juggle there as Delta now having to land on the soft platform. Acno gets clipped by a move and gets sent to the left side. Blaze in a 2v1. Blue team doesn't want to capitalize. Team damage, team KO. Delta side airing Rayzox, and now a 2v1 for Delta. The damage makes it not impossible, but without a weapon, surely will be. The Enlight comes in and the red team steal a game away. A miscue from Delta in a major moment, hitting their own teammate in the corner, getting the KO for the red team, and red team will capitalize and take game 2.
You know, I think people are going to look at that and be like, wow, Blaze is really good at carrying that backpack, but at the same time, you got to give Acno credit for not flopping around inside of it and making it really hard for him.
Yep.
Acno instead stayed around, was able to get some follow-ups here and there, those little touches, and just the fact that he was there to be a threat made it so that the blue team couldn't just 100% collapse onto him. And now we're seeing the swap. Acno back to the classic. He's over to the Kaya. This is what he's been playing more so as of late.
Yeah, so foregoing of course, that axe to go for the bow. I kind of like it. They weren't getting a lot of like the crazy walling strategy that you see in most double axe comps. Instead, needing a little bit more precision to disrupt and maybe set up for Blaze here. Definitely like to swap off into Kaya. Okay, Enlight there, and okay, already major scrapping on the right side of the stage as Acno gets the better of the edge guard situation. Rayzox swings high and able to chase dodge back. Delta's just holding center stage like, okay, eventually I'll get a hit in, gets it there, and actually affords Rayzox some time to get back to the stage, but so far, chaos in center screen. Everyone is ending up on the ledge somehow.
Rayzox trying to read the movement in Acno. Here's the team combo, just a side air. Delta's far out there, but Acno with some shiny movement doesn't lead to the hits that he needs.
Recovery and nice punish from Blaze. GC Enlight not hitting his teammate, but hitting Rayzox for it, and Delta losing the stock on the right side to that side air. Now Blaze getting the signature to disarm Rayzox. Rayzox having to go for that weapon, but can't. His teammate needed a weapon as well.
All right. Oh, the down sig was coming out. It's going to be Acno able to hit that recovery.
Oh, this is really big now. Acno sending off stage with that nair, getting put in a fast one, but Delta flips it with a down air of his own. Acno, GC signature, chase dodge back to the stage. Rayzox punishes Blaze though with a side air, and damage exchange between the two, but no stocks lost. Downlight into double downlight side air into the recovery. No recovery from Acno though, realizing so much resources are expended, but Delta finding the stock there onto Blaze, forcing Blaze onto their second stock. Yeah,
that was the first stock taken off the red team. That one will take the second, but Delta is getting into the deep red here on his second stock. Red team in a really good position to get a healthy lead here. There's the recovery, and that will be the lead.
Another Enlight there, and Rayzox landing with that side air. Looking to fight back on the bow, but when you start having to land with side airs to compete with weapons like Spear and Lance in that range game, it's so difficult, taking so much damage there.
And Sig gonna whiff, but Blaze with the coverage, making sure the punishment isn't too bad. They take down Rayzox. Delta in the offstage, not so safe on the wall this time.
Hit there, recovery sends Delta high, goes for the nair as well, but didn't find it. Nice side air from Blaze to come in. Rayzox, GC signature to get back, beats out the chainsaw there, very important. Nice little team damage into the double recovery for the red team, and now Rayzox getting some damage on themselves as well. The side stick will close out that stock, and Rayzox in a 2v1 with the sweat beat, goes for it all with that turnaround down air, but it was all too much. And the red team with a very dominant game number 3, 4 stocks. that's a tough one for the blue team to come back from.
Yeah, that was just destruction. Coming out on the red team side, Acno, the swap over to the Kaya, it looked good. He was able to put out 409 damage. But I think one of the things that helped him the most is just like, he's a lot more comfortable and he's got a little bit more defense. So he's able to kind of move around this blue team and not get launched the way that was happening in the previous games.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. And even when you're not getting KO'd in doubles, what's happening is when you get sent so far off stage, it essentially becomes a pseudo 2v1 for that 15 seconds and kind of alleviating a lot of that stress off of Blaze, saying, I can be more present at disrupting when you get caught for going for those big options on Ogrim. It definitely makes Blaze and Acno play both much better.
Here we go. Game number 4. Acno finally picking up a weapon. Offstage opportunity.
Whoa, what is going
Rayzox
on?
finds
Team
the wrong
damage there.
person.
Delta.
Ground pound. Delta's gone.
Unfortunate. I mean, maybe some sort of autopilot. Maybe it's just a nerve. Rayzox going for the full string on your own teammate, though. Costs so much Delta now. Side-airing Rayzox, keeping Rayzox off stage, and the juggle continues. Gets it down there, though, into the recovery. Blaze definitely going to be fine there. Nothing too major, but it's still a lot of damage. Ouch, nice recovery. Weapon toss as well, as Acno's prowling for that KO off the top. Oh, another team KO. So unfortunate, the Nair there hitting Rayzox instead, and now the blue team kind of collapsing at the seams here. It's just looking really tough now. Acno gets sent in an edge guard situation, makes it back, though. The blue team can't capitalize on these either.
Okay, the neutral light comes in, but everybody's stacked up, so they're all going to get launched from that hit. Red team starts to move over towards Rayzox, but Delta knocks Acno away, so that's going to give Rayzox the opportunity to take down Blaze.
Nice weapon tosses from Acno, holding on to the stage here, gets the Nair, goes for the side air, didn't find it, but forces the blue team to retreat back to the soft platform as now Acno gets disarmed somehow. Blaze back on the lance. Oh, big edgeguard opportunity. Going for the downer into the ground pound. Rayzox somehow makes it back. Acno unarmed, still fighting off stage. Both of the red team getting sent down with the Nair. Gives the side air onto Blaze. Blaze can't make it back. Acno saves with the recovery. Blaze makes it back. Acno does as well. Tries to still fight off stage unarmed. Ridiculous from the red team, but they all make it back. It's all worth it, and now the damage swings in their favor that much more. Down light into side air, closes out the first stock onto Acno. Blaze, worse for wear though.
Yeah, Blaze did take a lot of damage there, but so did the blue team. Blaze far out to the right side. Acno there with the coverage. Hits that weapon toss to keep him away from Blaze. Goes down there again, wants to help Blaze out. Ground pound, not going to hit, and that's Rayzox with the punish.
Okay, chances now for the blue team. They have a slight stock advantage with both of them kind of on their sunset of their stocks. Nice side air. That will find its KO, forcing Delta onto their last stocks. Rayzox, once again in a peculiar offstage situation, makes it back, but it's not enough as Acno comes back to the soft platform and gets the signature to find the KO off the top. Delta finding some safety on the wall there, saying, I know you don't want to go off stage versus Axe here. I'm just going to hold on to it.
Oh, trying to get the two-piece, but Blaze with the interrupt will get extra, and Acno manages to get a follow-up recovery as well. Delta getting picked apart here.
Little two-piece onto Rayzox. Once again, Blaze gets a follow-up off that end light with a downer of his own, and the damage continues to stack onto Rayzox. Delta getting dealt with in his own way. The side air sends off stage, going for the immediate downer. Delta flips it with a recovery, now forces Acno on their last stock. So everyone on their last stock now much closer than the last game. It's not over for the blue team. They can get this KO onto Blaze quickly.
Yeah, I think Blaze has got to be the target here for the for the blue team.
Oh, what a pogo!
That's so bad for them, and that
all but does it. I mean, I don't know how you make this comeback now as Delta gets punished for Rayzox spending too much time off stage. Acno going for it all with that down air. Rayzox has to make it back very slowly, and both of the red team members so comfortable on the wall here. Double.
Okay,
makes
he
it back
touches.
to the stage.
Goes back to the wall, doesn't hit the side air.
avoidance.
Weapon toss protects one exclamation point. Back to the ground again. Nice recovery, not enough to take out Blaze. Oh, he's unarmed, and that'll do it. Acno and Blaze gonna win it 3-1 to secure a spot in the grand finals.